Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, the story of the Kings Plate midweek feature at Caymanas Park in Jamaica. The US-bred Holy Man uses a fighting win to snap his losing streak at Santa Rosa Park in Trinidad and Tobago. And we preview Saturday's Rich Sandalane Barbados Gold Cup. First to Caymanas Park in Jamaica. For Wednesday's Kings Plate main event, 7 horses heading to the starting gates. The 3 horse coming onto the track, Barbadian Ilah salutes Orpheus, the betting favourite, eyeing back-to-back wins. Keen interest to on number 6, the 2013 Derby winner, Perfect Neighbour, coming off a near 7-month layoff, but looking fit and sharp under champion jockey Omar Walker. There's the Kings Plate field. Number 1, Soy El Senor at 9-1, 2 Shining Light, a 13-1 bet. Number 3, Orpheus, the 4-5 favourite. 4 Zephyr is at 10-1. Another Bullet, the 5 horse, at 2-1. So too Perfect Neighbour from champion trainer Wayne DaCosta's barn, coming out of the 6th box. Here is Brian Rickman's race call.
They're off for the King's Plate. Zephyr, just a shade slowly out with Soy El Senor already relegated to last. Little Bighorn dashes past horses to get that early lead, opening up 2 lengths over Another Bullet. Zephyr racing in 3rd on the rail, now improving into 2nd over Another Bullet. Orpheus looking for that run just in between them. They're tracked by Shining Light and Perfect Neighbour, Soy El Senor at the back. Maybe 7 lengths separates the entire bunch as they run toward the 5/8 pole, and Little Bighorn sets the fractions, a length in front of Zephyr. Another Bullet on the outside of Orpheus, these 4 in a compact grouping. They're followed by Perfect Neighbour, Soy El Senor now making ground, and Shining Light left at the back. A half a mile to run, and into that turn they go. They run to the 7/16, and they're still led by Little Bighorn, just a length in front of Zephyr. Orpheus now asked to close up on the outside. Another Bullet hidden from view. In behind them, that's Perfect Neighbour getting closer all the while, joined by Soy El Senor. Shining Light can't cope and is left last. They're about to come into the lane. Orpheus has now taken that lead. It's Orpheus from Another Bullet on the outside. They're into the lane now, and Orpheus heads home with the advantage over Another Bullet. Little Bighorn is closing in down against the rail. Perfect Neighbour switched on the outside with Soy El Senor for run. But can they catch Orpheus in the King's Plate? A furlong to do it, and Orpheus continues to power on by just about 2.5 lengths inside the final 16. Perfect Neighbour now lengthened strides, but Orpheus looks to have slipped them and will win the King's Plate by just over 2 from Perfect Neighbour.
Ex-champion jockey Shane Ellis switches from left to right-hand, whipping in deep stretch aboard Orpheus, having shot clear early in the home stretch. Perfect Neighbour closing, but not fast enough. Maybe next time for the Derby and St. Leisure winner of 5 years ago.
I was hoping for a good start. Once you get a good start with a good horse, no matter what, he's a good horse, they're gonna have to come and beat me.
It's Orpheus, the promoted Derby winner in 2016, adding the King's Plate to his Alan E. Billy Williams Memorial Trophy victory in late January, scoring at 4-5 odds, chased by Perfect Neighbour. 1 minute 32 seconds, even the winning time for 7.5 furlongs. And the Anthony Nunes 5-year-old is beginning to look again like he did in his young days before injury aborted his 3-year-old season.
He had a major injury in the St. Leger, and we gave him the year off. And I've only just started to train him the last 2 races he ran. I got to give him more and more work and take the chances with him. And as long as I can keep doing that, he will be able to compete in the top class.
Now to Trinidad and Tobago, the US-bred 7-year-old horse Holy Man, whose career wins at Santa Rosa Park include a 2014 Sugar Mike Stakes victory over current horse of the year, This One's for Ron, snapped a 10-race losing streak on Saturday at Santa Rosa Park. He was among the front runners from early in the 3-year-old and over 6 furlong sprint for horses rated 90-70, in fact approaching the half-mile pole in front with Sheldon Rodrigo astride in the gold silks as Nick Chady picks up the call.
4 of them vying for the lead. Holy Man is the narrow leader now. Set sail on the outside. Desert Dancer in between horses. Rocket Wheels gets off the pace. Ecati's Gem trying to come off the rail for clear running. ICU toward that one's outside, and a long way to Scotus as they round the turn. Holy Man now takes the lead narrowly. Desert Dancer is trying to fight on in between horses. Set sail up and on the pace all the way around there. Past the 400-meter mark they go. Ecati's Gem circling horses. Rocket Wheels holds the rail. There's room there if she's good enough to come on through. Here comes Set Sail to confront Holy Man now. Rocket Wheels is toward the inside. Desert Dancer spent and running on in 4th. Ecati's Gem and ICU, here they come. Set Sail and Holy Man, they look as though they'll square off. Holy Man just in front of Set Sail. She's fighting on strong. Holy Man, Set Sail, it's going to be close. Dead tight. That's close.
A riveting battle to the finish. Ex-champion jockey Ricky Jadu aboard set sail on the outside with a really stout challenge, but Sheldon Rodrigo, driving Holy Man to the max, holds on for the win by a head. As a 2-1 second favourite, topping the 9-5 betting choice, Set Sail for Holy Man's first win since November 2016. He clocked 1 minute 13.06 in the 6 furlong sprint for trainer Shafiq Khan and owners Aga Stables.
Finally now to Barbados, where there's the usual buzz ahead of the Rich Sandilands Gold Cup coming up this weekend. A fine field assembled, including 2 huge mic maker entries from the USA. Recent Fort Lauderdale Stakes winner Shining Copper and the 2016 Canadian Queen's Plate champion Sir Dudley Diggs.
Well, Shining Copper showing in this Fort Lauderdale Stakes run 6 weeks ago that he is a courageous racer on the inside, giving up the lead at the Gulfstream Park turf course, but amazingly fights back to get the narrow win by a head. Here's Sir Dudley Diggs, like Shining Copper, owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey and trained by Mike Maker, winning Canada's $1 million Queen's Plate back in 2016. Sir Dudley Diggs and Shining Copper have both looked tremendously impressive in Barbados, preparing for the Gold Cup, which has a massive purse of over US $118,000, including subscription fees. Champion trainer Victor Cheeseman's one horse, Just a Fashion, heads a strong local contingent. Sir Dudley Diggs draws post position 2 and has aboard Jelon Samuel, who won the last 2 Gold Cup races, aboard Dorset. Shining Copper is the highest rated entry with a 140 index, and he's in the 4 box, and Canada-based Rafael Hernandez aboard. Dorset, the 8 horse for TNT owners Stephen and Alan Madu, has British jockey Daryl Holland aboard, and trainer Robert Pierce is confident, even in the face of stiff opposition, he can make it 3 wins in a row.
Dorset knows the track, you know, and every year he shows up on the day. The race is going to have a lot of speed in it, which is going to suit him. I'm praying for a little rain. So again, they're on my turf, so they got to adapt to the track, and we'll see how it goes.
The entries make this Sandilands Gold Cup field among the best ever as we got up to the scheduled post of 4:30 p.m. local time Saturday.
We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.